Ciao Milanisti, it's your boy Kush in the Milan Corner, back with another episode on the Transfer Mercato. Guys, these are some of the profiles we're going to be looking at today. This might be one of the last rumor reels we do for the summer transfer market, but before I dive into these profiles, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so you can watch the Milan Corner videos as soon as I upload them. Alright guys, so throughout the entire Mercato, we've been well aware that we need a backup on the right flank for Davide Calabria. Last year we had Diogo Dalot. We've constantly been linked with him this summer Mercato too, but it doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Throughout the entire process, there were too many hiccups. A new profile has emerged. It's Alessandro Florenzi. And you know what? I like this. To me, Diogo Dalot's season with Milan was okay. I didn't think it was something unbelievable. I wasn't waiting for this guy to come back. I actually think I prefer Alessandro Florenzi over Diogo Dalot. Guys, keep in mind, Davide Calabria is already a fast, young right back. We don't really need Diogo Dalot. If you really need a backup for Davide Calabria, why bring in another young player who's pretty inexperienced himself? Why not somebody of the profile of Alessandro Florenzi? The guy has won the European Cup recently. He's a champion player and an extremely versatile player over the years for Roma. He understands Serie A well. He's experienced in playing at the highest stage. Guys, I think this signing makes perfect sense. I mean, the guy has made over 400 professional appearances. He's still only 30 years old. When Milan is going to be playing in the Champions League for the first time in 7 years, you can't just take a bunch of young guys and expect to make wonders. You need that experience. Look at how much Milan has transformed since Ibrahimovic joined the squad. It's that leadership of Ibrahimovic, Kier, Kessie. That's what is turning Milan into what it is, and I think Florenzi will help out the exact same way. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Do you prefer a Diogo Dalot move, or do you think an Alessandro Florenzi move will be more beneficial to the club? According to Sky Italia, Florenzi has already bid farewell to his teammates, but there were some reports that were hinting that Josip Ilicic has also agreed personal terms with Milan. Nothing has come out of that, but guys, this Florenzi move, this looks like it's pretty real. Milanisti, the season hasn't even kicked off and we're in a little bit of trouble. Reports started to float around that Franck Kessie has sustained some type of an injury that's gonna keep him away from the field for the first few matches of the season. Guys, this squad took so many injury hits last year around. We cannot afford the same, especially because we don't really have much of a backup for Franck Kessie. It's all down to Sandro Tonali and Ismail Benacer now, but Sandro Tonali, for whatever you guys say in the comment section, is not a defensive midfielder. He is not, which is where some reports have started to suggest that Milan are once again looking at Timothée Bakayoko from Chelsea. So this profile is going to cost Milan north of probably 10 million to bring on, unless Milan can pull off another loan with an option to buy. I can't see this being real. I think this is more of a rumor. But as I said, if Milan can possibly get a cheap loan for Bakayoko, it could happen. It is possible that he joins Milan. He's a pretty experienced profile that can be helpful to Milan. So would I welcome his signing? Yes. Do I think it's likely to happen? I'm not quite sure yet. The other profile for the central midfield that Milan has been linked to is Bordeaux's ACINE Adli. Again, another name comes out of nowhere. No one seems to know what is actually going on behind the scenes at Casa Milan. All these profiles come out of nowhere. According to Calciomercato, Milan have actually found an agreement with Bordeaux for this player. The agreement is in the region of 10 million euros and looks like Adli is going to be Milan's next signing. He comes from the youth system of PSG. He's put in some good season performances at Bordeaux for the last couple years. So at this point in time, Milanisti, the reports seem to be so rampant, I'm going to have to put this as real. And if we do look at Adli's profile, it actually completely matches up to what the Rossoneri are trying to create. They seriously have this system going where they want to bring in experienced players and they want to bring young profiles that not many have heard of. And let's be real, it's been paying off pretty well. They brought a young, experienced player in Ante Rebic, Ismail Benacer from Empoli. They brought in a young Theo Hernandez, Alexis Salamakers on the right, another 21-year-old that Milan had signed. All of these players have gone on to become first-team regulars for the Rossoneri. Guys, a lot of you seem to be concerned about our Mercato, and I'll be honest with you, I kind of get it. We haven't really grown as a squad from last year. Most of the deals that we have solidified are players we already had last season. We lost Donnarumma, we got Maignan. We got Fikayo Tomori that we just solidified. Sandro Tonali, we just solidified. Brahim Diaz, we just brought him back. In attack, we lost Mandzukic, we brought in Giroud. These are all profiles that have simply kept Milan at the same level as last season. we need certain signings that are going to take the club to the next level. So I understand everyone's concern, but at the same time, guys, this is an important piece of news that we have to look at. Milan are expecting to halve their losses from 2019-20 season to the 2020-21 season. Milan sustained losses in 2019-20 in the region of 200 million. And we're expecting that that's going to be less than 100 million from last season. That is the part we have to focus on. Guys, this is a business. Economics in a club matter. We cannot keep sustaining 250 million in losses and expect that our club is going to spend big. It doesn't work that way. But halving your losses over a course of a season, that allows the ownership to have more faith in the revenue that is coming into the club and start the process of investing bigger into the organization. Now, here's what I think. I think Milan will make one marquee signing before the Mercato closes to push the club to a little bit of a next level. But I can't see a lot of big name players joining Milan one after the other. But the hope would be that these new signings like Sandro Tonali, Brahim Diaz, potentially ACINE Adli will do just enough for the club to take us to the Champions League another season. And then with 2 consecutive Champions League qualifications, I think the club will have a lot more spending power. I think we have to wrap our heads around the tactics that the management is trying to employ for this Mercato, which is to sign young players that are not that well known in the 10 to 15 million range, sign some experienced players like Alessandro Florenzi and Giroud on top of that, and potentially make one marquee signing, have the stability of the same coach from last season, and qualify into the top 4. 2 Champions League qualifications is far better than 1, allows your club to have more spending power, and then spend in the next summer Mercato. And here's one of the other scenarios. Clubs sign some of these small players at about that 8 to 10 million range with the idea that their profile is going to improve just enough so that they can turn a profit on them the next year. That is another way of generating revenue in the club. There's TV rights, there's ticket sales, merchandise sales, but also flipping players. Look at what we did with Jens Petter Auga. I think Milan bought him for about the 5 million range and have now pretty much sold him for the 12 million range. Hey, at least we doubled our investment. Moving on to another profile that has repeatedly been linked to Milan. His dad actually came out today in the media and made a statement that his son would like a new experience. Nikola Vlasic is a player that Milan have constantly been tracking, but is he that marquee signing that Milan is looking for? Is he the player that you want Milan to sign for that central attacking role? There have been reports that Milan already made an offer for Vlasic, a 5 million loan with a 20 million buy option, 25 million in total. CSK Moscow actually wants 35 million for him. I don't know if Milan's gonna be able to spend that much for an attacking midfielder, or if this is the profile that the club are even interested in. Guys, keeping the overall picture in mind, the transfer deadline that is approaching, I think Nikola Vlasic is just gonna be a rumor. A surprising report came in La Repubblica that says that Milan are actually looking at Antonio Candreva. According to this report, if Samu Castillejo is to leave, this is the player that Milan is looking for. And guys, I don't understand this. We have been linked with Ziyech. We have been linked with Ilicic. Both of those profiles can take care of that Samu Castillejo position. Why are we suddenly looking at a 34-year-old Candreva? If Milan is spending any money on a 33-year-old or over player, it has to be Josip Ilicic. He is perfect for the Samu Castillejo or that Brahim Diaz role. Antonio Candreva is a profile that I don't want this club looking at. I'm pretty sure this is just a rumor. I can't see this one panning out. What do you guys have to say about Milan's transfer market activity up until now? What hope do you have for the future? Do you think that we're going to be able to sign some players moving forward? Which profiles are you most interested in? Make sure to let me know in the comment section. We're only a few days away from the new season kicking off. A lot more content coming up on the Milan Corner in the lead up to Sampdoria versus Milan. Make sure to stay tuned, Milanisti. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Like this video if you think ACINE Adli and Florenzi are coming to Milan. Guys, I don't really ask for this too much, but let's get in touch on Twitter and on Instagram at the Milan Corner. A lot of you guys DM me about the Mercato when the new videos are coming out, your ideas. I love hearing from all you guys. So again, make sure to follow me at the Milan Corner. As always, Forza Milan, grazie mille e ciao a tutti.